So now to have a go at drawing a nose. As I said on this one, the main bit of the nose that you're going to draw is just these side bits. So if you get two side sections, you then have the nostril section. Have a really careful look at how your nose goes. I try and create a kind of shape like that. So the basics of a nose is this curved shape and two brackets, and you can then put in the nostrils in here. And if you look at your nose, this is all about shading, this whole section. There tends to be highlight of a kind of teardrop shape on your nose. So this section here, I'm drawing it in very lightly because you don't really want any lines on your nose, but that teardrop shape is one area of highlight. And then you also have another section of highlight like this, and another section of highlight like this. Obviously, if you are drawing a face that you are looking at, you need to see where the light is hitting that face. This is for just a purely generic style Caucasian face. These are where your highlighted points would be. So you can see there's a kind of teardrop shape and these little curved triangles either side. Then you could start shading. Underneath the nose tends to be in shadow if the light's coming from above, and these bits are rounded, so this bit is darker, and you can use a tonal range to get from that very dark edge up to that light section. See, because I've done these lines, it looks a little odd now. Don't tend to want to use lines on the nose, but you can start to see the shape of a nose now. Then underneath the nose, you tend to have this section with the lip, and this will usually be in some kind of shadow. The light's coming from above. So noses are all about shading, remembering that the width of the nose, you need to measure it down from your eyes and see on the model that you're looking at, where does this come in relation to the eyes or to the mouth. Kind of create grids on your picture and see, well, where is everything in relation to each other? So if the light's coming from here, it may catch in this dip. It's probably going to catch on these highlights, these raised bits. So you need to be very careful on the upper lip to do very light shading, otherwise you end up having it look like a moustache, unless you're doing a moustache. And up here, quite often you've got this shadow coming in under the eye, but you'll have a highlighted section here and here. If the light's coming from above, it should catch on the cheekbones. You can always bring this highlighted section down the centre of your nose back. If you lose your highlights, you can always rub them out. So have a go at drawing a nose, and I will show you how to do a mouth.